Hi, I'm Sally and this is my tutorial for Little Miss Naughty. For her you will need about 30 green bands or whatever colour you want to use for the bow, 2 black for her eyes and about 130 purple bands for her body. So let's make a start. First we're going to make her hand. So taking a single purple band, you're going to wrap it around your hook 3 times. So it looks like that. And then you're going to take a single purple band, stretch it, twist it so it's like a figure of 8, and then put it back onto your fingers. And put it over the end of your hook and slide these bands onto that band. And then you'll have like that. And there is one of her fingers. Let's do another 3 of these for this hand. So wrap it around, twist it on your hook and pull them over. Let's do one loop on there. Same again. So twist it around your hook, stretch it, double it over on itself, and hold it with your finger and pull them over. These bands are quite thick and not very stretchy. And one more last time. Round your hook, double it over and put it onto itself like so. So when you've finished, you should have her fingers like this, 4 of them. And you're going to take double purple bands, so 2 bands together, put them over the end of your hook and slide them on. Like so, and then hook that band back onto your hook, centre them. And there we go, there's her hand. These bands are sort of a purple metallic-y, pearly sort of colour. I'm not sure what brand they are. You can use opaque. I've used opaque on the other 2. It's just a plain purple. And you will need to make 2 of these. So if you pause the video and make another one. And then we will carry on and we'll make her arms. So for her arms, we're going to go down the loom with double bands on each side 2 times. So 1 and 2, and then the same the other side. So 1, and if I can get another band, 2. So it's like this. And then we're going to put the hands on these 2 pins here. So taking one hand, slide them over and centre them a little bit, put them straight, and then the same on the other side. Stretch them over and put them on. So they're like this. And then we're going to reach inside the hand, push the hand or pull it, push it on the back of your hook, or just put it out of the way and hook the 2 bands at the bottom over onto themselves. So it looks like this, and then same on the other one. My band's just broken, but it should be okay. And and then put them onto a holding item, or you can put them at the bottom of your loom. That will be fine. So unhook them, and I'm just going to put this on the end of my loom to hold it there. And the same here. Hopefully this will be okay with the broken band. Just get rid of that. Let's see how it looks. Right, next thing we need to make is her foot. So, taking double bands again on the centre 2 pins here, and placing them on there, like this, here, and then we're going to make a diamond shape. Still using double bands, so from the centre second, from the side second to the centre second, and then the same on the other side, whichever side you started with. There we go. And then from the side second to the centre 3rd pin, and then close it up with one diagonally the other way, so like this. And then we're going to place a cap band on here, and we're going to wrap that around 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and then reaching inside your cap band, pushing it out the way with the back of your hook, we're going to take the top 2 bands and carefully pull them through. Just going to loosen them with another hook, like that. And then taking the other 2 from the bottom and pulling them through. You just need to loosen them. If you take your hook and just run around the inside of the bands, and it will help to loosen them up. And then same on the sides, into the centre, and then side into the centre. So when you finish looping, it should look like this. And if it does, then if you put your hook in this top pin here, and take the bottom 2 and hook them from here back onto this top pin, and then place that either at the bottom of your loom or onto a holding hook. I use these hooks that you sometimes get in with mixed bands. They make quite good things for holding bits while you're creating other bits of your design. Okay, I'm just going to put that at the end of my loom and hold it there. So you will need another one, so if you pause, make it again, and then we will move on to the extension. So the extension will go on each side here and here, and it will help make her rounder. So we're going to go down with double bands 4 times. Without the extension she'll look a bit straight and possibly a little bit strange. So you're going down with double bands 4 times, and then like we did on the fingers, you're going to take a single band, stretch it and cross it over, so it doubles back on itself, and you're going to place it over this end pin here, and we're going to do the same on this pin, and this pin, but not the top pin. You won't need one on the top pin. There and there. So you've got the doubled over bands on these 4 pins, and then we're going to loop them up. So treating this as a cap band, you're pushing it out of the way with the back of your hook and hooking it up onto itself, like so, and then doing the same all the way up to the top. And these little doubled over bands will attach this extension to the rest of her body. can be a little bit fiddly. But take your time and stick with it and you will get there. So, all looped up. And again, you will need 2 of these, so pause, make another one, and then come back. So I'm just going to take this off. Place it at the bottom of my loom, or on your holding hook, or wherever you're putting these bits to hold them, if they don't hold themselves. Okay, and now, once you've made 2 arms, 2 feet, 2 extensions, we're ready to make her body. So I'm going to take 2 single bands, purple, place them over this very top pin. It's in this configuration, by the way, in staggered configuration, with the arrows pointing towards you. And then we're placing double bands, this is all double bands, from the top centre out to the side, and then the same the other side. And we're going down 6 times, double bands. And there's all sorts of variations you can do on her. You don't have to do her purple with a green bow. You could do her pink or red or orange, any colour you wanted, or stripy, or even multicoloured and rainbow if you wanted to. Just be creative and do whatever you think looks good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and same down the other side. And whatever you come up with, it would be lovely to see. I am on Instagram, so if you'd like to find me on there, follow me. There's plenty more designs coming up at Sally's Looming. It'd be lovely to see what you've done and any variations you come up with for her. If you put something other than a bow on her head, like that, or not a bow at all. And then we're going down in the centre, down to this pin, so it's the one diagonally after where you finished on the sides. I also have a Mr. Tickle tutorial, which I've done, if you do like Mr. Men. So take a look at that one. And if there are any other Mr. Men or Little Miss characters you'd like me to do, please leave a comment in the box below, and I will see what I can do for you. And we're nearly there. And there we go. So it's like this. So now we're going to place double bands from the outside into the centre, and then from the centre to the outside. And just to finish it off, and to here. So we're like this now. And now we're going to put her legs on. Push those bands down. So we're going to do double bands twice down on each side. So there are her legs, and we're going to add her feet, and they're going to go on the bottom pins here and here. So if you take your hook, there are her feet. Take them off your loom or wherever you're holding, and stretch them out and place them over that. So it's looking like this, and then place the other one on. There's my other foot. You can use your hands if it's easier. Do whichever way is easiest for you. Okay. And there we go. And then we're going to put her arms on, and they're going to go on the 3rd pin down. So one here, and sugar. There we go. So they're on the third pin. So 1, 2, 3, and your arms are here, opposite each other. Then we're going to make our eyes. So taking 2 single black bands, wrap them individually around your hook, the same as we did for her fingers. So they're like this. We're going to take a single purple band with the end of your hook, hold it on your finger, and pull these 2 black bands onto this single purple band, and then we're placing them on the second pin down on each side, going across, and then separate them. Now where you've got your 2 bands in the middle, or your 2 bits of the same band in the middle, if you take the top part and just hook it over this pin, and now we're going to add the extension. This can get a little complicated, but I will do my best, and I'll show you twice. Try and make it as clear as I can. So, the loops at the top here, there, you're placing on this second pin here, where you've just put your eyes. So you're stretching it out, placing it over. There we go. So it's here. Then if you stretch it out, you'll be able to see all of the little doubled over bands that you put in. To push your bands down where you need to. So if you take these bands, you should have 2, and you stretch them over the round band. It's going from the extension and around this pin, and then you do the same on the pin below, and the same again on the pin below that, and then the loopy band at the bottom just goes around that. So you're spreading it along these 5 pins here. So you miss out the top pin, you put it down those 5 pins, and then where the leg starts, you don't have one there, it stops the one above. So we're going to do the same on the other side. So taking your extension and the 2 loops, 4 loops at the top, placing it over the second pin on the side, like so, stretching it out, and then pulling, if you can, you should be able to, those loops and pushing them down, like so. And they will connect. So just push them down. There are a lot of bands on this third pin, so they may pop off, but push them down as much as you can. They'll stay on once we start looping. Okay, and around that one, and then the last loopy one goes around the 5th pin. It's a bit tricky, so if you need to pause it, then please do and catch up. So it looks like this. So you've got the extensions this side and this side. And now we're going to add a cap band. So the cap band is going to go on this pin here, above the legs, and we're wrapping it around 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place on some triangle bands. So across these 3 pins here, like that, so it's there, like this, and again, going on top of the extension for these, and this will just hold it together, and then across the top of the arms, and that will be the last one you need to put on, because the eyes will also act as a triangle band at the top, and then at the very top you won't need one. So when your loom looks like this, you're ready to start looping. So go in through the feet and loop up and over, and then do the other one on the leg, up and, oh sugar, up and over, like that. Keep the foot straight if you can. So we've got little teardrop shapes which show you're doing it right and they're going onto the right pin. Same the other side, in through the foot, There's noisy people outside, but they'll be gone soon. There's only one band there. Let's get the other one. Okay, and when you've looped up the legs, we're going to go through this one. So you're going to go in and push the cap band back and take the top 2 bands, whichever direction they go in. And I have one. If it's easy for you to do them singly, then do them singly. Those 2 go that way, and I've lost a band along the way, so I need to find that. It is there. That's it, got it. And that goes that way. And then into the cap band again, push it out the way with the back of your hook. And get those bottom 2, and they're hooking up over that centre pin. So it looks like this, and you've got sort of a fan shape there. And then we're just going to hook all the way up to the top. So going in through this pin, all the bands, push all the bands up the way. All you want is the bottom 2 bands. Just be very careful not to break any bands. Just loosen them up if you need to, and hook them over. These bands are quite tricky. There we go. And you're going, pushing the triangle band out the way, and any other looped bands, and just the 2 at the bottom, and pulling them up. There we go. And pushing all the extension and everything out the way, just the bottom 2 bands. And the same with the arms, pushing them out the way. And just looping. And there was only one band there, again. One of them's hiding. And it's there. And they're a little bit tight, so I'm just going to run my hook around and just loosen them. And then in, pushing everything back, just getting the bottom 2, and again it's very tight. You may be alright if you have more stretchy bands, but these metallic ones seem to be a bit thicker and not so stretchy, more likely to break, which is not so good. There we go, got there in the end, and in through here, and taking that one over, so it's like that. And we're going up the centre, which is the easiest column on this design to do, because there's no extension or arms or anything to have to hook through. So we're just hooking through there. Again, that's only got one band there. And where's the other band gone? There it is. Just going to loosen that. And then up the other side. Pushing everything out the way again. And these bands are an absolute nightmare. But like I said, I can't remember which brands they are. I know they're not Rainbow Loom bands. If you do have Rainbow Loom bands, it's probably an awful lot easier. Getting there now. The last 2 to hook. making it easy for me. There we go. So when she's all hooked up, she looks like that. And then these two bands we have here, going to reach inside and pull it up and round, like so, and get both ends of your band on your hook. And then these ones here are going over, and then you're going to put it tight. And if you have slippery bands like me that don't want to play ball, because they're just going to come undone at the moment, what you can do is you can just hook them on the underside of the pin like that, so they go underneath, and that will help to hold them on for you to stop them unknotting. And then unhook. Take off your loom any which way you like. And then we're nearly finished. We've just got to make her bow. Let's pull some out. There we go. And then you can pull these bands a little bit tighter. So, give her a little tug, straighten her out a bit, and you'll find that her eyes are more prominent on one side. So on this side they're sort of hidden, whereas this side they're sticking out a little bit more. So this will be the front. I'm just going to hide these two bands. So we're going to take them. If you slide your hook through her body, hook the bands over and pull them through. And again, hook it through her body, take those bands on your hook and put it through, and repeat that until it's hidden. So there you have this one, Miss Naughty. Just put her until she stops curling, and now we just need to make her bow. So depending on how you want her bow to look, this is done with double bands and it's more, it stands up more like that, or with single bands and it's not quite so doesn't stick up so much and it's softer. So whichever way you want to do, I'm going to use double bands. So we're going to go all the way down our loom with double green bands. The red double bands there, they're just stuck together a bit. All the way down to the bottom, and then we're going to place a cap band on here, and we're going to twist it around 3 times, and then in the cap band, and we're going to loop up. And it won't take too much longer, I promise. Once we've done the bow, we're finished. when you've looped all the way up to the top, like this with your little teardrops, you're going to do the same along this side, double bands, exactly the same. The noise is my guinea pig drinking, which it always seems to do when I'm in here and I want him to be quiet. He does probably the noisiest thing he could do other than chattering. And then you're going to take this looped one and you're going to remove it from your loom and add it onto this end, like that, and then loop up to the end. These are just going to insist on coming off. And then when you get to the end, move it on your, take it on your hook and pull it off. Oops. And you have a ribbon. Take this end, this open end that's on your hook, put it around your finger, and then you're going across your fingers, round like a figure of 8, and then back round again, like that. And then these loose bands here, you're putting over that loop and into the middle, and there you have nearly all of her bow, like this. Just adjust it until it's the size you want it to be, and then we're going to make another tail. So as this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long, we're going to do another 7, but do whatever length you need to even it out. One more. That. Tap band at the end 3 times. Loop it up. Take it off your loom. You won't need the loom anymore. And then take this end here and stretch it over the loop so it gives you your bow, and just put it so it's not going to do it today. But anyway, there's your bow. We just need to attach it to our head. So taking a single green band, push it through the top of Little Miss Naughty's head, and then take a few of the bottom bits of the bow, like so. So they're attached. Which are the bows on the front. Put it through to put the bow on, and then a body. I've done it the wrong way around, but this will give you the right idea anyway. As to what to do. And then take it to the side so it's under the loop, and slip knot again, like so. Pull it tight, and then take this loose end and place it around your bow. And there you have it, Little Miss Naughty. Hope you've enjoyed making her, and you like her. And subscribe, like, comment below, and find me on Instagram at Sally's Loom. And thanks for watching. Bye.